What's up and welcome back. Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and check out this 1982 Ford Mustang. This thing's pretty sweet. It's got 351 Windsor. It's got power brakes, no power steering on this, an aluminum radiator. This car is going to be a rocket going down the road. Aftermarket set of Weld wheels. Set up for the street and strip. Car sounds mean. 5-speed transmission. Pretty awesome. They even got the 5.8 emblem here. So we're going to be looking for flaws. Anything I find, you'll know about it. There's detailed pictures, financing, and shipping on our website under maplemotors.com. Check it out. Hit subscribe. Share this video. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. So it looks like the interior has been redone on this one. Your panel here has got some cracks in it. They probably had something mounted and your visors are missing, which that's fine. Looking across the dash, you got your tach there. The dash is nice and clean. It's got a cap, it's an overlay. Oil pressure and water temperature is on the hood. It's showing mileage. Hard to stand by mileage on this one, but it very well could be correct. It's got the 5-speed transmission. Brake is working. Pretty nice looking seats. Racing harnesses. Carpet's been done. Radio is in the office. Get the roll cage in the back. Back seat also in great condition. Looks new. Tinted windows. Headliner looks good. Light looks new. And of course the sunroof looks great. Let's go ahead and start this one up. Does start up good. Oil pressure is sitting right at 40 at idle. Engine temperature is what, 130 now, so it's coming up. We'll give her a second. Blower motor on this one. Little switch there is stuck. I hear it kicking on. It's blowing out the floor. Turn signals popping up here in the middle on both sides and working. Wipers on this one do work. Cool. Place your bets. Do you think the horn works? We're getting ready to try it out. It's got the crank windows. I think we've looked over everything but the horn, and it is not working. Tilt column works. If I see anything that changes, and maybe a horn button sitting around in here, let's see if the choke works. Oh, it does. Cut the car off. So the choke does work. Give it a little gas. Okay. Well, we're good to go, guys. Tach's coming up as well. Let's see what else we can find. So, of course, this is my first time test driving this. We're going to go down the road. I'll have to get used to it a little bit. All these manuals are a little bit different. Probably won't be that hard. Never really is. Make sure our door's shut here. All right. Engine temperature's at 180 now. No power steering on this one. The only thing that kind of is stiff. When you come to a stop, you got to actually crank on it to get it to turn. It's actually better than others. If you just roll a little bit, pretty easy. Here we go. So. Yeah, this car's pretty fast, guys. Golly. First impressions, she's quick, real quick. Pulling to the tight when I let go of the steering wheel, so it does have a bit of a fade. Let's go ahead and try 5th gear. It's good. None of the stuff on the dash looks like it's working. We are going to stop and get some gas because it looks like the gas gauge may work, but our oil pressure here, engine temperature, the battery gauge is working. The original tach and the original speedo is not. Here's another reason I can't stand behind the mileage. If the speedo's not working, mileage is not turning over. This car feels awesome. Sitting here shaking at the red light. She's fast. Clutch is letting out as soon as I come off the floor too. Just feels really tight, like somebody did this car right. So since I really don't know how much gas is in here and I want to check the gauge, we'll get about $20 worth of premium fuel. And then we'll get some outside shots. I'll try to get some undercarriage shots. We'll have a little bit of fun with it. Okay, let's get a little bit of fuel and then I'll be right back. Up here at the gas station, I got about $20 worth of premium fuel in this ride, almost 5 gallons, about 404 on 93 octane. Golly, this car is a lot faster than what I expected. All right, here we go. Yeah, I never actually had to use the choke to start this one. I just pumped the gas. Gas gauge on this one, it does work. Good deal. Keep rolling. Got y'all set up on the head cam here and we're getting ready to take off, head back to the lot. This thing is running great, right at 205 on the engine temperature, a little bit under 20 on the oil pressure. Of course, you rev it up, it jumps up to 40, and we just need to get moving. Engine temperature will come right back down. sitting here in the parking lot. I went ahead and did the walk around video while I was over here too, so I spent another 15 minutes with it just sitting here running. You gotta be careful because this thing will just whip out sideways on you. It's radical. A lot of fun though. The engine temperature's back down to 190 already. All we had to do was pull out, drive a quarter mile. So it's staying cool. All the gears are there, they feel good. I'm going back and forth. This is easy to drive. Of course, my first car was a Mustang. I started on a 5-speed. Mama hit the shower. I was 14 years old. I'd take off. Before she got out of the shower, I was back in the driveway. I still tell her that story. She's like, I can't believe you did that. Well, yeah. I was a kid. I was ready to drive. She's pretty quick. I mean, it just spins like crazy when you get really into the throttle. I don't think I've floored it yet. Bump here, suspension's good. Yeah, there's no need to floor it. I mean, you hear it. She's got plenty of power. We're getting ready to pull back into the car lot here. Remember, picking out the flaws is going to be coming up next. I hope you enjoyed this test drive. Be sure to hit subscribe. Later. Okay, this thing's pretty sharp, but I know there's some chips and scratches. Let's go and look around the ride and see what we can find. There's detailed pictures at maplemotors.com, and honestly, I've had a blast throughout this test drive. I love this car. It's quick. All right, we'll start up here in the front, see what we can find. Looking around the front end, it does have a little chip there. See the clear coat kind of coming off on the bottom here. Spot there, chips around the side. Coming down this lower portion, touch-up mark there. Got rock guard at the bottom here. Just zooming in on anything that I see. A couple touch-up marks. Here. Then kicked up some dust. And the striping's coming off there, little chips. Chips there. Edge of that door. dimple here on top. So there. Front windshield looks great. It's pretty clean. Your pillar. A little hazy here. This can be back to black. Same with this. All the light trim is kind of faded there. Needs to be enriched. Little crack here. Chip, and chip there. Got some spots around that back window. Little scuffs. Yeah, scuff on the window there. Back window looks pretty good, but we'll get a better look at it with the trunk down. So, little chips. Coming up on the back bumper. So this back bumper's a little bit wavy, especially right here in the middle. It's just that plastic they use. It cracks in the rubber there. Tail lights. Down in your jams. Down in the trunk itself here, they got a nice new carpet mat. Somebody's cut out, put in here. Need a spare, but it is solid. Be nice to have a spare. Package tray looks good, pretty clean. That protective lens on my camera causes those spots that you're seeing. But you know how many times I've ran over this camera, and honestly, I wish they would sponsor me. That'd be sick. I love DJI now. Not one issue out of this camera other than that little spot because of this protective lens that I can take off. But if that lens gets scratched, I'll have to get a new one, so I guess I'll leave it alone. Yeah, I've reached out to him a few times. I know you're gonna say something in the comments. Coming down with the trunk. Spot there. Mark here. Spot on the trunk lid. Back window on this one is dark. It's tinted and it looks pretty clean. I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm gonna put my magnet tag back on the back here. It's covered in rubber. It's good. Somebody thought I bolted it to the car once. Well, more than once. If you're watching, you're not the only one, man. I've seen multiple comments over the last, what, 6-7 years. Spot there. They think I drilled it into the side of the car. I'm like, oh, man. That'd be insane. Little spot there and there. Chips up here. Spot here. I don't know what's going on. I guess the rock guard got a little thick. Spot there. Scratch on top of the fender here. Paint chipping up. Back that midsection. Little scratch there. Chip. Chip here, here, and here. Also there. Bunch of little ones on this door. Somebody must have got sprayed with some rocks at the track or something. What are you doing? Burn marks there from a buffer. I'm gonna assume that's what that is. Chemical guy's got a free sponsor there. Or a free shout out. A little scuff. Spot here. Dimple there. It's got a dimple. There's one right there too. Pretty small. Another one there. The corner here. Oh, it does have a chip on the side. Right there below the price. Okay, I made it around the outside. What about the interior? That sheet that I showed you says it's all been redone, and it looks like it. I definitely see new door panels, new seats, new carpet, dash pad. Edge of that door. Bottom portion. Seat's not wore out at all. It looks good, and your carpet has been changed. That's clean. Now you can still get in the back seat and use it. It's like seat belts are still back there. There's paperwork back there, receipts. Cool. We'll leave all that stuff with the car. All right, strap. Okay, sorry guys. Make sure we don't miss anything here. I'm gonna put that sheet in the glove box there, along with some other paperwork. So without me touching the gas here. Pillar there, all busted up. I'm gonna say they had some stuff hanging from it and it fell off. Clean up under the hood here. Coming down with it. Gotta firmly shut the hood. Any cracks around that emblem. Touch-up marks. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit subscribe and share. Detailed pictures, financing, and shipping are at maplemotors.com. I do this every single day. I'm heading back to the lot. I got 2 other Mustangs to drive, 2 convertibles. As long as this weather holds up. Looks a little wild. Alright, let's get it.